Wonders shall never end. Wonders shall never end, and wonders shall never cease to end. Hey, it don't happen again. Oh, my name is Onyami Jesus, and I'm a Hollywood actor and the top content creator. Ngozi Orabueze at it again. Wow. You know, saying on the 29th of November 2024, Biafra rededicate, yes, their nation, their country, you know, in Finland. Yes, that brought the arrest of Simon Eber. Yes, you must be aware. In case if you're not aware, let me remind you. And today is 29th again. This is exact 1 year. And now, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who is in charge now, don't pieces everything. That is, when she grabs, she pieces. She on tear and pieces. Hey, you hear what she said concerning Nigeria and what she said concerning President Tinubu. You hear it clear. And every other person, that is, whoever she grab you, she tear you. Ha, this woman is becoming more than brave.
Of the independence of the United States of Biafra. Tinubu is fully aware of that. The delegitimized governors, they are fully aware of that. But they want to keep pushing us. They want to know how far they can push the United States of Biafra people. But one thing I'm going to tell them today is they must withdraw every element of Nigerian state in Biafra land. You will have to leave immediately. Immediately. In the next 1 year, our task is to ensure we establish our currency, to establish our passport, to establish a driver's license, to ensure there's no single Nigeria element, police army in Biafra land. That is the task in the next 1 year. So we are a peace-loving nation. We have everything required to engage the terrorists, the Nigerian terrorists. We have everything required. But I know that everything is not gotten by the barrels of the gun. That is why we are going the peaceful way. We want everything to end peacefully. Every region has to be happy. The Biafra people want to live peacefully in their community without the reintegrated terrorists that overrun Nigeria. Many of us are fully aware that the reintegrated terrorists that the Nigerian state and politicians brought in to help them win elections, they have overrun the country. We are hearing kidnap every single day, murdering of Christians every single day, hijack and killing of people in the churches every single day, the beheading of pastors and priests every single day, the kidnap of students in their secondary school, in their colleges, in their primary school every single day. And the Nigerian state cannot do anything about that. It is not by establishing embassy in America. There is nothing that, trust me, we already established measures to match these fake and fraudulent ambassadors that Tinubu has appointed in the United States of America. I promise you that. We already know what he's doing. We know them. We've put in place measures to ensure that they don't continue their life to the United States of America. That was why Nigeria was declared a country of particular concern, because that country and their politicians, they met the criteria for a country of particular concern. They incarcerate innocent citizens years on end. Their families don't see them. They kidnap people. They kill innocent indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafrans, for no reason. The invasion of Biafra land by Tinubu and his cohorts, the Nigerian state, the killing of thousands of innocent Biafrans in Ahafo, in Aba, in every Georgia, in the Mpo, in the Niger Delta. Many of these killings are innocent Biafrans that have not committed any single crime. And somebody think we are going to allow the Nigerian state to continue to forcefully remove our indigenous citizens, even as reported by the Amnesty International, in any crime. We have stopped that. Nobody else will stop that. If we don't stop that, Nigeria government will continue to eliminate innocent indigenous Biafrans. Because they are working with the terrorists. The terrorists, they reintegrate, have a standing instruction, remove Biafrans, kill them, harvest their organs, forcefully remove them, and do not let their family members know where they are. That is the order from above. few days ago, an innocent Biafra for one of the states that was preparing for our independence anniversary was taken away by Tinubu's Nigerian military in Amodia Oka. He did not commit any crime. He was unarmed, but Tinubu told them to take him away. They beat him, they tied his hand back and at his back. They told him so many things. They would have even killed him. They brought the hillocks to even take him away. Until the Spirit of God, the Spirit of Biafra, came in there. And they started arguing among themselves. Even among them, some of the officers were asking the others, why are you arresting this guy? What crime has he committed? And they said, it is the order from above. So all the military, Nigerian military and police in Biafra land today, the only assignment that Nigeria state and Tinubu has given them is to clamp down on thousands of able-bodied men and women of Biafra indigenous. Clamp them down, arrest them, take them away. Nothing, no questioning whether they committed any crime or not. Shoot them, kill them, depopulate them. That is what Tinubu is doing in Biafra land with the Nigerian military and security and police. And somebody will be somewhere tell me it's okay. It's not okay. We have peacefully told them to leave. Move all your men, police, army that are in any part of the 40 states of Biafra land. I have been using every peaceful means to make you move your reintegrated terrorists away from Biafra land. That is what the United States of Biafra cabinet and the leadership has planned to do. This 1 year anniversary, you must remove every Nigerian military police reintegrated terrorist in Biafra territory. We cannot hold on anymore while you punish our people, beat them, tie them up, and send these terrorists with kill us with AK-47 in our land. That which you got, we got it. You must move your people away. The only security, the only defense allowed in Biafra land as we speak today are all the men and women that are marching today. The United States of Biafra Defense Forces, the United States of Biafra Liberation Army, the United States of Biafra Navy and Air Force, and the United States of Biafra Police, with the 40 state governments and their commissioners in Biafra land. Those are the only leaders allowed in the 40 states of Biafra starting from today. Anything short of that, you must leave. You must leave Biafra land. You must leave Biafra land. So this is one set of the 6 compressed files that we are going to show. Again, the structure of the United States of Biafra defense is from the state to the county to the district and to the wards. Some of these state structures have over 10 commands at the state level. Then we move to the local government. We call them county. We have 15 counties in each state. 15 counties in each state. Then the counties are divided further into the districts and the wards. In each of the 15 district counties, there is minimum of one commander with a one command in one of each of these counties. Then we move to the districts and the wards. In the districts and the wards, there is a minimum of at least one commander in each of the districts and one commander in each of the wards. That is the structure of the United States. That's what we have over 150 different camps that are going to march today, but I don't know if we're going to accommodate all of them. That is the structure the United States of Biafra government has built within 1 year, right under our eye by the Nigerian state. And we allow them to just kill us and get away with it. No. That which you know, we know it. That which you seek, we seek it. That which you have, we have it. It's our promise. Again, I am telling Tinubu and the delegitimized governors and the Nigerian state to move away, move out from the United States of Biafra territory. It is not going to be easy. Within this next 1 year, within the second year of the independence of the United States of Biafra, it will not be easy with you terrorists in our land. It's a promise. It won't be easy. It's not going to be easy. This is not about you locking up on your Americano or colluding with Finland to take away Sanganeba. The wish of the people is not about an individual. It has nothing to do with any individual with Dr. Orabueze. It is the wish of the people. Within this short period we have, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's a promise. It is the plan of the United States of Biafra government to build one of the strongest military in that part of the world, in Biafra land. We're already doing that. I'm telling you. You have no clue. We're already doing that. The Nigerian state at this time have no business being in Biafra territory, beating innocent people, killing innocent people. The other day, the Nigerian agents with the legitimate Soludo, they killed 3 innocent, unarmed Biafrans. Their body was lying on the streets, in the marketplace. And what was their crime? They said they went to steal rice. They went to steal food items. Is that enough to kill somebody? Just because they went to steal food? Just because they went to get food because they were hungry? Tinubu ordered them. Soludo ordered his agents to kill them. That is the depopulation. Soludo, Orabueze, Mapidamba, and Co. This is what they are doing in Biafra land. With the collusion with the Nigerian state. Not anymore. I'm telling you. What we told you today, when you will see that you cannot continue to kill. These are innocent Biafrans. These are people's children, fathers. You just shot them. Their blood was running on the street just on that street of Biafra, just because you said, according to you, they went to steal food. Why don't you give them food? Why don't you give them food and save their lives? If things were okay, will a country that you milk their natural resources and ship it abroad, will their citizens be looking for food to steal? And you think it's okay? You ship the oil to your counterparts abroad, then you kill indigenous Biafrans. Because according to you, Soludo, you said they went to steal food, and the 3 dead bodies were lying. And children were seeing this. You traumatize the whole community. You traumatize Biafrans. Not anymore. You must leave Biafra land from today. Every Nigerian military, police, security, you must leave Biafra land. I'm telling you. You will not like the next level of the United States of Biafra government. You must leave. We need peace in our community. We need to give food to those who lack food. We don't need to shoot and kill people just because they went to steal. Even if they steal 1 million bag of rice, that is not a reason for you. In the name of, he went to steal food in somebody's store. And what happens to rule of law? What happens? That somebody is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Where is the law? Show me the law you used to gun down indigenous Biafran just because. So, hopefully, I believe it's the agents of the Nigerian state. Let them that they are stealing food. Where are they to say what happened? No, you believe in gunning them down. When you gun them down, then they cannot tell the truth. That is what Tinubu and Soludo and the legitimized governors are doing in Biafra. Not anymore. Not under my watch. Not under the watch of the United States of Biafra cabinet. Not under the watch of the United States of Biafra defense. You will get a piece of what you are giving to Biafrans. You will get it in the same measure or in an even greater measure. You cannot continue to waste innocent blood of Biafrans. We've already declared our independence. Currently, Nigeria is occupying a foreign land. They must leave Biafra land. There is nothing that Soludo, Ebubago, Udogachi, they have no business in Biafra land. They are not our defense. We do not support them. The Biafra people do not approve them. But what they do is to continue to find a way to suppress Biafrans. Fight about the oil, the natural resources we are shipping to Britain and Co. Just keep killing them. The more you kill them, the more they'll be so scared. The more there'll be nobody to talk about it anymore. Oh my goodness. You don't know what is coming. They have no clue. That mindset that they've used in the past 100 years to destroy indigenous Biafrans, that has stopped. Because right inside you, Tinubu, we have those that will destroy you. Right inside you, Nigeria, whatever is your police, your defense, your military, everything, we are going to plant those inside you that will destroy you. That is a promise. Unless you leave Biafra land. You can move to the western part of Nigeria, where Tinubu is the president. You can move to the northern part of it. But as long as the 40 state of Biafra is concerned, with the people have declared, they want their 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria. The poll is in public domain. You, Tinubu and your co, have no reason to be in Biafra territory. You forced an election in Biafra land. Also, you were only less than 15% of the people you planted in the old Anambra State participated in that election. Over 85% of Biafrans, they stayed at home. They never participated in that election. That shows you that 85% stands with the United States of Biafra. There is nothing you can do to intimidate these 85%. It's a promise. The same integrated terrorists that they have put in different positions, those are what they are sending to you. There can never be anything like one Nigeria. Anyone, any leader promoting anything like one Nigeria, you will be part of the failure of Nigeria. It's a promise. Because the people have spoken. You cannot deliver a child or a newborn baby, and you try to put that newborn baby back into the mother's womb. Anyone talking with Tinubu at this time about not letting Biafra go, what you are trying to do is to put this newborn baby back into the mother's womb. And you know it's practically impossible. You can never do that. That baby will always be out. It can never go in again. So I just want to give that analysis. For the fraudulent ambassadors that Tinubu said he's converging to go and talk to Donald Trump and talk to Nigerian to American legislators. Nothing good. We come out from that talk because some of them are reintegrated terrorists. You are actually supporting reintegrated terrorists in American soil. That is what it is. Nothing more. Tinubu and the Nigerian state, they fought so hard so that Donald Trump cannot win the election in 2024. Some of us have first-class information on what Nigerian state did to ensure that Donald Trump was not elected as the president of America. That's why President Trump has refused to meet with any Nigerian executive at this point. It's not going to happen. And I'm promising you, they can meet any of the representatives or any of the legislators. But to sit down on the same table with President Trump for Nigerian state, that will not happen. That will not happen. They fought Trump. They fought with everything they had, using some of the agents and people they appointed in the World Health, World Trade Center, different organizations, different places. They use them, and we have the record, and that record has been presented to the government of America. They fought him because you know what? They know that once Trump goes in, the killing of Christians will stop. The marginalization and the killing of indigenous people will stop. Regardless of the business, regardless of whatever thing they've promised, the only people that will fail are those that can bribe their way. But this government here in America, you can't bribe your way. Not the way Nigeria bribe their way to African Union, to United Nations, to Commonwealth, all these organizations. No, their cups are full. Anyone, any leader currently listening to anything from the terrorist state of Nigeria, you know you're going to go down. They will drag you down. Just like Nigeria have dragged Finland down. Nothing will stop. It's not about taking away Onyinyedu Nnamdi Kanu, giving him life sentence, or taking away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, labeling him as a, what did they do? Exactly the same thing we are doing. Exactly what 50 million Biafrans have done, and they voted to exit Nigeria. That's all they've done. Then you label them Tinubu, label Nnamdi Kanu, terrorist, financier, whatever. And then Alexander Stubb and the Finland court, you label Prime Minister a terrorist financier engaging in terrorist activity. Where is the terrorist activity? We look like terrorists. No, we're not terrorists. But that is what Nigerian government will label us. Get your hand up. That is what does. The criminals. The Nigerian government. So, innocent Biafrans as terrorist financiers. They use the DSS to label anyone that goes against the reintegration of terrorists. They will call the person a terrorist. That's how criminally minded Nigeria state is. For those of you, you have no clue. We are the ones that will tell you our story. He or she who wears the shoe knows where it pinches. Not the drama they tell you. You know, the United States of Biafra government was declared in November 29, 2024. Only one government, currently headed by my humble poster of Dr. Orabueze, and the United States of Biafra cabinet, and the United States of Biafra defense, who we have been showcasing for money. Thousands have not even been showcased. We have surrounded the whole 40 states of Biafra land because it belongs to us. And don't be swayed, don't be shocked. Tomorrow, Tinubu and Soludo and the legitimized governor and the criminal ambassadors they appointed in America, they will come out tomorrow and tell you that we are part of the terrorists or we are part of the terrorists. Just be open to hear that from them, and then you should be able to ask them the right question. Why are you killing Biafrans? That is what they and their agents. You can see our elite squad. Some of them have to cover their face because of the terrorist state of Nigeria government that's parading in our communities, in our homes, looking for us to kill us. That is why. So tomorrow, you will see people like the legitimized governor, Soludo, and their agents on social media. They'll come and tell you that the United States of Biafra elite squad, that they are terrorists. They are this, they are that, the terrorists is a terrorist. That is what Tinubu tells them to continue to say. As long as you continue saying that, then maybe somebody will think that what you're saying is true. That was how they deceived Finland. You continue to cause them a terrorist. Eventually, Finland got an extra stop. You forgot that your country, Finland, you fought for your own independence from Russia. They didn't label you terrorists. But because you are whining and dining with a country that can bribe, they can bribe you, give you contracts, give you the oil contracts. Then you can go on your way and label us innocent indigenous that want to go to their homeland and better the lives of their people with the mineral resources which they are shipping to you. They're shipping it to you in the Western world to extra develop your own land. Why we, our own people, we don't have nothing. Not the base. There is no pipe-borne water in the whole Nigeria. I keep telling people that. Or in Biafra, you can't have clean pipe-borne water. If you build any home in that Nigeria, you must dig what we call borehole to get drinking water to the people that live in your home. Are you not ashamed that you're contracting any business with a country like that cannot provide basic, we call that basic necessities for their own citizens? And you are signing thousands of holding the real fact, presenting the fact. Those of them that initially were trying to deceive the guy has seen the truth. America has seen the truth. Once you see the truth, you can't go back to the lies. It will be impossible. It cannot work. It can't. So I thank Shipopara for what they do, for propagating the truth to the world. It is a task for everyone here listening to me to make sure where you see these criminal liars, starting from Tinubu and all those that work with him, and anyone, anywhere they go to lie, immediately go there and present the facts to that person, to that congressman, to that cabinet member. That's our task. We must continue to do that until they all crumble, and they are crumbling by the second. Be not deceived, I'm telling you. There are certain places Nigerian government cannot enter in this America, I'm telling you. Regardless of, forget all the nonsense. These newspapers they bought BBC and all the lies they are propagating. When they mention Boko Haram, mention this one, mention ISIS. Can you imagine BBC adding us, adding IPOB, adding Minister Simon Ekpa, adding Nandekano to the list where they have this one, ISIS, people that are chopping people's neck, people that are killing people, killing Christians. That is how dangerous BBC is. I'm telling you, it will not be well with them. It will not go down well with them. But their lies, those lies, are manifesting to the world leaders every second. They know the terrorists, they know the criminals. But because their interest is in the oil they get from Nigeria, that's why they lie against indigenous Biafrans, people like me. Maybe tomorrow they will include my name as a terrorist. They will include any of the Biafran name as terrorist financiers, because that is how they roll. That is how they roll. But we know them. And I'm telling you this time around, it's not going to be easy. Because the world have known that you, Nigerian state, and your politicians, you send to different countries in the world, you are the real terrorists. How can you take a whole country of almost 50% Christians and 50% Muslims and dump them into the Islamic organization?
That's the voice of Madam Ngozi Orabueze. Yes, you have had her 1 year anniversary Biafra declaration 1 year anniversary speech. Yes, you have had it clear. So what does it say over this? Let's meet at the comment section. But before then, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? If yes, congrats. If no, try and do so now. And on your notification button in case I drop a video or I come live.